Hey everybody, I'm back. I am extremely tired. I just spent a good chunk of my life up. Anyways, I just wanted to check in with everybody and hope that everybody's okay and that they survived the full moon. I know it's been almost a week since, and we're almost in a new full moon next week. I'm very excited for this full moon, this new moon coming up because it's my new moon and my birthday's coming up. It's gonna be amazing. Anyways, um, I just want to make sure that everybody survived and know that things are going to get better. We have a shit ton of planets in retrograde, um, but it's all good because it's going to bring changes, and some of it may be not what we hoped for, but it's all things that we're going to be needing. It's going to be an interesting time coming up. This month has been a lot of chaos and a lot of rebirth and a lot of closure and things like that. So it's going to be very fun. Um, it's just, I want everybody to make sure that they stay strong and remember to love yourself, put yourself first, because that's what's most important. And I'm working on that daily. I've noticed that I didn't notice, but I did start noticing. I did a reading with Amanda. That's the girl on Facebook. She's amazing. She should really check her out. I can't remember her name fully. It's a weird name anyways. If you want to know, just message me if I even get that many followers, but whatever. Anyways, I realized within myself that, I don't need the gratitude, and I don't need people to tell me that I'm beautiful. I don't need people to reassure me any of that. I need to learn that for myself. So that's something that I want everybody to continue to do. I know this last full moon was intense. Like it was like a constant war within ourselves. And my friend, I felt so bad for him because I ended up finding out some of his astrological signs, and because I'm so into that, it's been really interesting to understand. And I was picking up on a lot of his energy, picking up my mom, picking up on my best friend. I was picking up on myself, and it was so awesome. Like it was so awesome to just be within that war, if that makes sense. It was exactly what we needed, like to reevaluate ourselves and reevaluate our life and things like that. So it was a time of a lot of struggle, a lot of inner work, a lot of the shadow work coming up, a lot of our shadow problems coming into our lives, bringing light to it. So it was really fun to experience that, as much as like it came to a point where I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done with life. I don't want to do this. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But it was great because at the same time, it's exactly what we needed to put an end to things, to put an end to things that we didn't want to see in ourselves anymore. So I'm glad that it did happen and we were able to open up to new beginnings. And with all this retrograding planets and things like that, it's coming. And I know right now it seems like a dark time for a lot of people still, but stay strong, okay? Because it's worth it. Like, hold on tight because things are going to change. And I know it seems like it's a bad time in our world right now, because it is, but this is a pause that we needed for ourselves and for families and things like that, to get back to basics and to get back to where we need to be. As a Taurus, I'm so thankful for my Gemini moon right now, because my Gemini is helping me just be calm and be like, okay, well, you don't know where life is going to be in, the next month and a half as of today. And it's okay. Like, it's perfectly fine. My lips are so dry. Anyways, and it's okay to not know where your life's going to be, because let go of the expectations of everything. And even having a conversation with my friend yesterday, this person that I met through this time, it was interesting because as I was talking to him, I was actually just being very open and talking to him about like how he's made me see things. Like, I really don't care what happens between me and him as long as we continue to stay friends in our lives. So whatever happens, like, yes, I'm extremely attracted to this person, but everything has an attraction. Whether whether it was just friends or everything, something always starts with an attraction. Whether it's a sexual attraction or a mental attraction, like, it doesn't matter. And that's one thing we have to remember, is that every relationship we get in, there's a reason why there's an attraction, there's a pull, there's something why we get dragged into these things. But anyways, into these things, that sounds so bad, but whatever. But it was like those things where during this time, like it made me realize that, meeting him has helped me remind myself who I like about myself, because there's things that he would do and I would just watch and I'm just like, who is this person? Like, I'm looking at myself through this person. And he allowed me to remind myself that I shouldn't hide anything about me. Like, I shouldn't hide who I am. And it's helped me a lot, just even getting to know him. And even if that's all we are, is like never meet in person and things like that, it was things that, he's helped me realize that I shouldn't hide who I am for anybody. I'm a silly person. I enjoy really dark comedy. Like, I enjoy some pretty crazy things. And, I have this side of me where, I'll break out in song, I'll break out in dance, I'll just enjoy it. Like, I do happy dances for food. Like, I'm that person. Anyways, so it was those things where it's like, in the beginning stages of talking to him, like, our first conversation was intense. Like, it was just like, what the fuck? Like, we just fed off of each other so easily, so easily. It was fun. And then as we started to get to know each other and actually getting to see him like on a video chat, I was able to see this person for who they are, because they weren't afraid to show who they are. And obviously there's aspects of ourselves that we're going to keep to ourselves, because that's we're allowed and we're entitled to have our privacy, and we have to respect that. Like, if people want to share information, that's their choice. We can't push things from them. And with him, I noticed like he was able to be himself, and the things that he was doing was a lot of the things that I would do. And I'm just like, why am I afraid to be this person? And he's actually reminded me that regardless of whatever happens, if it's him or if it's somebody else or whatever, that I need to be 100% myself from day one. And that's something that I preach all the time. But you can preach it all you want, you just have to practice it. So it's always like, practice what you preach. And those are the things that, I'm thankful that he came into my life to show me that. And I'm sure in some ways I'm teaching him some things, and I'm maybe opening him up in a certain way. And I hope so. And I hope that we're learning from each other, because there's a reason why we cross paths, right? And I'm very thankful for him, and I'm very thankful for this, getting to know somebody in such a crazy time in this world. Like, it's been amazing. And it's been amazing to meet a new friend, and in such a weird way. And it's been awesome. So it's going to continue, because I don't want it to stop. Because, as long as he doesn't piss me off, we're good. And even if he pisses me off, I'm pretty forgiving. So that could be a default, but whatever. It's those things that, during this time of reflection and during this time of conflict, because it was like the Scorpio moon in the Taurus season, you got life and death within like minutes. Like, it's like within 1 minute to the next, you're like, fucking hate this world. No, I love my life. No, fucking hate. It was like all back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it was just like, okay, enough is enough. And it was that time where I was like, you know what? Like, it's time to let go of things that are no longer serving my highest good. I learned a lot with the last person that I was talking to. And as much as that connection was intense, and it was, I thought it was something more, and it was something more, because this person was a muse for me. He made me write poetry, and I dreamt so deeply of him, and so vividly, and I picked up on him. But what I learned from that was, okay, we may not be meant to be like we thought we were, because we had this deep connection on a different level. But because I'm choosing to move forward in my life and choosing to make different decisions. And when I met, I'm just going to call him online. Just going to do it that way, because I'm going to say his name one day. Anyways, when I met online, I promised myself, like, I had met online when I was kind of still talking to this other person. And when I met online, there was just something, like, we didn't talk right off the bat, but then as soon as I let go of two people, actually, who made me question my authenticity, made me question who I was because of their judgment and because of their perception of who they were, made me like, no, fuck this. Like, I am doing things totally different. I am sick and tired of being made out to be something I know I'm not. With my ex-fiance, it was a lot like that. Like, I was always made to feel like I wasn't who I was. And it made me question myself. And that's not right. And I shouldn't be questioning myself because I know who I am and I love who I am inside. I'm working on loving who I am on the outside. You know, like, yes, I love doing the fastings and things like that, but I have to do fasting for the right reasons, not to lose weight, not to lose, yes, to help me lose weight for my health, but my health isn't bad anyway. So even if I wasn't, like, if I decide to stay bigger and I'm choosing not to do fasting at the moment, even if I decide that that's something that I need to physically work on because society made me in my head feel differently because it's one of those things where I questioned a lot. But anyways, it's another topic. So I knew who I was inside for the longest time. Like I've developed who I am and I love who I am. I know I'm a genuine person. I'm an honest person. I'm a very forgiving person. I'm not trying to boost myself up, but I know I'm pretty confident in who I am on the inside. And we all have our days. We all are entitled to those days. But when comments are made and it's making me question my worth, I let it happen to me before for 4 years. And I decided this time, like, fuck this shit. Like, I've been nothing but patient, resilient. I have been nothing but caring. And I'm being treated like I'm somebody I'm not. So it was those things where it's like, fuck this. I am done. I'm done allowing people to make me question myself. And when I met online, when we continued to talk a little bit more, I said, no, I'm going to be different this time. And for some weird reason, well, not weird reason, now it makes sense to me because I found out some astrological things. Anyways, it makes sense that I just instinctively understood this person. And I understood space. I understood, they're who they are. We can't change anybody for who they are. We can't change anybody at all. We can't even change ourselves unless we choose to. And I was never one to want to change anybody. I just always wanted to help people. And yes, I want to help people, but I don't want to be the person that's always searching to help people. I want people to come to me willingly to do that. And meeting him, and I promised myself I was going to choose to be different. And everything to this point has been leading to an amazing friendship because I'm choosing to be different. I'm choosing, okay, yes, I am extremely attracted to this person and we do have this connection, which is really fun. And it's very interesting. And we're this friendship of ours is like, that is holding more value to me than my attraction. Not saying that it's, downplaying it, but my friendship with this person holds way more value. And I am appreciating that part than anything else. And I'm appreciating the fact that, slowly this person is wanting to open up to me in certain things and they talk about their life with me, and coming from a very private person, I feel honored that they trust me enough to do that. And it's because we're healing. And I realize that, like, it just so happens that it's me and him tend to be like, we're on the exact same level in our lives. And it's interesting that I met somebody who is on the exact same level as me, where we're basically lined up, where, we don't know where life's going to take us, and that's okay. And with this other person, they were refusing to grow, and I wanted to continue to grow and be a person. Like, I wanted more for myself and out of this situation, because I knew that I was ready for it, and I'm still ready for it. I'm still ready to move forward. I'm still ready to, enter a relationship, but I'm not just going to settle for anybody, like I've said in the past. And it was a thing where, we meet people, and this person came into my life to show me that I was ready. This person came into my life to show me, like, listen, you're growing. You've healed the past. You've healed the damage from your ex. So now don't forget who you are now, again, and put yourself forward. Put yourself in a position where you're first, and never forget that. And I was starting to do that again, but I caught it. And that's when I started to question who I was inside enough. And that was a thing. Like, it was those things where and then Mr. Nice Eyes did the same thing to me. Like, he started making me feel like I was somebody I was not. And I'm like, you say you know me, and you say you care for me, and this is how you're treating me? Like, you're talking to me like you know me, and you're making me seem like I'm an egotistical piece of shit? Like, fuck you. Like, I'm done. I'm done with it. And it was within 2 days. I did the activation with Charlotte, and then I went into the ocean, and within 2 days, I released two people in my life who apparently really cared for me and who really like seen me for who I was and blah, 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 all that crap. And were the one persons who were deflecting who they were onto me. And I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm not giving you the attention that you want because you're seeking it. And I'm the egotistical person because I stood up for myself, because I'm making sure that you're okay, because I'm kind and I'm asking, and I'm an attention grabbing whore. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Yes, I know I'm doing these videos. I know I'm doing all these things, but it's that thing of like, fuck you. Like, I am not that person. I have my tattoos. I have my hair. I have all these things that I do for myself because this is who I am. I'm not walking around be like, oh, look at my tattoos. Look at this. Look at me. No, but physically wise, I did notice that when I started losing weight or, certain things, like I would always want gratification. Now I don't want that. Like, I don't want gratification. Oh no, can't get it. I thought I got the spider. Go, spider, go. Anyway, live free. Anyways, it was those things, and having a conversation with my beautiful friend Lisette, she made me open my eyes because there was one day where I looked into the mirror. It was getting to the point where I was constantly looking into the mirror and not liking what I seen. And I hated myself for being that way. Because when I was a bigger girl, I never did that. I never looked in the mirror and be like, oh, I was a lot bigger than what I am now. And I never did that. But because in my head, I seen the pictures of what I look like, and I don't want to end up that big again, I'm discrediting all the hard work I've already done, and like as a PCOS fighter and, a warrior fucking goddess, it's those things where, I have to respect the fact that losing weight isn't always going to be easy for me. Self-image isn't always going to be easy for me because of the hormones and the crap that goes constantly in my head. But from being a size 22 to being a 14, 16, like that's a big step. And when I look at the beach and I see these women who are bigger than me walking around in bikinis, and I look at them and I'm like, I wish I could be like that. I wish I could be like that. I wish I could be like that. And I'm so proud of these women who walk around and look at themselves and they're wearing, okay, I've never been one for a lot of tight clothes anyways, but I look at these women and they're wearing their clothes and, they're not all wearing the girdles and things to hold all their stuff because, again, I don't agree with those. I think those are a lie. And I just feel like if you're going to be wearing those things, then you might as well just fucking never take them off because people are never going to really know who you truly are. But that's my opinion. That's truly my opinion. And anyway, so I'd look at these women and I'd see them and I'm always looking at like, oh man, I wish I could do that. I wish I had the courage to do that. I wish I had the courage to walk around with a bikini that tiny. And she looked fabulous. Like, and these girls walk around and with their clothes and, the best they can be. And I'd always be like, I wish I would have that confidence. I wish I had that confidence. And meeting online and having this conversation with my friend, she said to me, she's like, you're looking at somebody and you're seeing what you want in yourself and who you are in yourself. And that's why, you like these people because that's what you want to be. She's like, then just be it. Since that conversation I had with her, it really opened my eyes because why am I beating myself up and being mad at myself for not liking what I look like and for not liking my body for what it is? And I'm preaching to people all the time, you're beautiful, don't worry about your body. And here I am looking in the mirror every day as I walk by, not liking what I look like. That's not fair. That's not fair to me. That's not fair to the other people that I'm preaching to and trying to help, and I don't want to be that person that, fucking preaches and doesn't do anything about it. Like, I'm tired. Like, I'm not that person. And I know I'm not that person. I'm not that person that's going to be like, say one thing and do another. It's not that. I've never been that person. So why am I that person to myself? Why am I that person that's beating myself down? I worked hard and yeah, I'm allowed to have my fucking junk days, my junk weeks, whatever. I'm allowed to have those. And why am I not going to live, eating and enjoying my life. Even when I was bigger, I still was a very active person. Like I'm an extremely active person. I have my days where I'm sitting around doing nothing, but I mean, again, we're all entitled to those days. And it's those moments where I was like, yeah, she's right. So it's been 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, that I haven't looked in the mirror and criticized my body. And I'm fucking proud of myself. Like the other day I was feeling bloated, whatever, but you know what I did? I went and got myself pizza. Like I wanted pizza, I'm getting fucking pizza. Every day I was like, no, I'm not gonna eat this, I'm not gonna eat that. I'm gonna fast, and get rid of this crap. But really, that's not what I want to do right now. Like right now, I don't want to fast. Right now, I don't want to not eat what I want to eat. Like it's those things where it's just like, who are you trying to please? Like even when I was a bigger girl, I've never had a problem attracting the opposite sex. Like I've never had a problem attracting people into my life. So why am I beating myself up for this? Because the only people that I'm going to attract into my life are people with insecurities and who aren't ready to grow, because I'm that person. And because I'm mentally ready to grow, I think everything will fall into place anyways. Because like my friend said, she's like, you want to lose weight so bad and be skinny so bad that you're not losing any more weight because it's not what you truly want. You're losing weight for the wrong reasons. And she had a point, and it woke me up. And she's like, she's right. She's right. Like she's so right, because it's like, yeah, I can fast all I want, but I'm never passing a size 14. So why am I pushing myself to be skinnier? Why am I pushing myself to do? Why? I don't want to be skinny. I don't want to be this skinny little thing. I just want to be healthy. And I am healthy. So what am I doing to myself? Like why am I keep pushing myself to this level where, I'm looking at other people wishing to be like that, when apparently I'm one of the courageous people that people know. And I'm just like, why can't I see that in myself? And meeting this person, meeting online, and talking to my friend Lizette was that. It was those two things have really helped me just look at myself. Like even today, like what I decided to dress today is like I wore a skirt and a tighter shirt. And usually with the skirt, I would never do that. But today I said, fuck it. Let's show a little bit more. Let's push your comfort just a little bit more. And I'm doing it. And I'm okay. Like I'm feeling good. I was like, all right, cool. I got this. I got this. We're good. So it's those things where it's like, we just got to continue to work on our self-development. And I did a reading with like I said, Amanda, and that was one of the things that she said. She's like, live your best life, live the life that you choose. And I am closing my shop at the end of June, and I can't wait. I know I'm going to be struggling, and I know I'm going to be doing a little bit of a harder time in my life, but whatever. And it's going to be a good time because I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to enjoy my summer. I'm going to do a lot of self-reflecting, and it's going to be great for me to go into my next phase of my life. And it's just that. So, I realize that, we can't change for anybody. We have to change for ourselves. And, I'm very thankful to have my amazing friends, and I'm very thankful to have met this really cool new friend, and they're helping me grow. And I wish, and I know I've helped them in a way. I know I feel it. And it's been amazing to look in the mirror and not judge myself. Like I can't do anything about it anymore. I'm not going to starve myself just for the sake of it. I'm going to go on my fasts for the right reasons. When I need the spiritual enlightenment, when I want to just do a nice body cleanse, which is good for spiritual work, and that's what I'm going to do it for. I'm not going to do it because I feel like I'm getting fat. I'm not going to do it that way anymore. And that's what I'm choosing. And that's going to be great. And I can't wait to continue this journey. I can't wait to just continue. So I just really want people to focus on themselves and continue to work on yourselves just like I'm doing. And I really hope that this last moon really awoken a lot of your inner conflict that you had to recognize. And just keep pushing forward. Don't give up. And just be you, man. Just be that person that you are and that you love to be, and be that quirky person that, people actually will enjoy, because that's what you're going to attract into your life. And you're going to attract amazing people who are going to help you as much as you're going to help them. So Continue that. And to all my big, beautiful women out there, even the tiny little skinny ones that are, having self doubt about their bodies, you fucking are beautiful.